How's it going, plant heroes? Today we are at Home Depot and we're going to take a look at some of the plants that I would recommend and some that I would stay away for. So tag along, have some fun. We're going to the garden center. So hopefully I can point out a couple plants that you could find at any local Home Depot that would be a good move for you, good one to take home, and you know, it's gonna be an adventure because we never know what we're gonna find when we come here. So here we go. Okay, so I found our first talking point. It's gonna be this Fiddle Leaf Fig here because I know everyone wants one and you can find them at any Home Depot, but we're just gonna turn this camera around and show you what we're working with. So most plants at Home Depot are gonna be a little battered up. It's definitely something I'm gonna try and avoid. You know, they're dusty, they've got torn leaves, stuff like that, but they're not getting exactly the proper care. So you can definitely see some of the leaf damage here. And then if we turn over to this one, you can actually see where some of the foliage has not done well. So, you know, I would avoid the more specific particular plants like this and try and stick to something more tried and true, something a little hardier, like this Ficus benjamina over here. Actually looks really good. You just gotta know how to pick around. So over here you do a Fiddle Leaf Fig that does look pretty nice. But you know, it's probably gonna be pretty expensive. Oh yeah, 159. Okay, one thing I would definitely watch out for, you can find it on some of the bigger plants, is sunburn. So I'm gonna turn it to this palm here, and you can see the browning on the leaves, or the fronds. This is probably because when they unloaded it from the truck, it sat out in the parking lot for a little while and got this sunburn all over it. It doesn't mean the plant's a bad plant per se, but you know, you're gonna have to do some cleanup and you're gonna be working against it instead of picking a plant that is perfect and ready to go. So just be warned. A lot of their smaller plants are actually pretty darn good quality. Some of these small dracaenas you see here, and then if we go over this way, we've got some spathiphyllum, and I'm seeing some really nice anthurium over here. So, you know, you can generally be a little safer with the smaller things at Home Depot, but it's the bigger ones that I might want to go to an actual nursery for. Some nice pothos here, but they're not very long yet. They're not very, you know, full either. I mean, a 6-inch pothos like this, I could find at a nursery that would be twice the size and then thus twice the value. Also on that note, snake plants are okay, but again, pretty thin, so not exactly what I would be looking for. We've got some ponytail palms here that I would recommend. They're pretty easy to take care of. These ones are nice and full. Kind of a fun, interesting looking plant. Moving back this way, we got a couple more standard 6-inch things. I'm gonna recommend you stay away from the ferns because these are just gonna give you trouble, and they may look nice right now, right here, but chances are they're not gonna look this nice soon. Okay, looking back behind us, we did find a couple fiddles that are nicer. I actually am gonna recommend that you stick to the smaller fiddles if you do go to Home Depot. That way they're not as expensive and, you know, they could still be a solid choice for you. Got some more ferns that I would recommend to stay away from, but the spider plants are a definite yes because they're nice and hardy. These ones don't have any pups on them at the moment, but you know, I think give them some time. Oh, there's a pup. coming out of this big boy. Another fiddle lesson here. One thing I'm definitely going to look for is new growth and just how the leaves look in general. These ones are a little spotty, a little mottled, but if we come down to this guy right here, we can see some full-on new growth, and that's a definite good sign. You know, the only problem with these are they're just not very thick. For the price you're going to pay for this one, you could definitely get something better at a nursery. And over here we have a couple nice Dracaena marginatas. You know, they're full, the foliage looks good. I'm not opposed to them at all. Price is pretty okay. Could be good for in your room or something if you've got a tall skinny spot. Then we've just got like some straight up interesting things that I don't normally find at the nurseries too much. Okay, we're going back to my favorite section now, which is the succulents. They often have a good selection. They're very well priced, and you know, you wouldn't feel terrible if one of them didn't make it, but they kind of have that Home Depot attitude where you feel like you can do anything, and you know, they empower you, sort of thing. So let's see what we got today. Nice pencil cactus. Fun fact, the pencil cactus actually turn more of this coral pink color when they are in direct sunlight. So if you have one and you want some more pink out of it, give it some more light. This is kind of a fun DIY sort of day. Go pick a bunch of succulents, find a container to put them in, and see what you can do. Make some magic happen. But if you're working with cacti, you might want some gloves. And then I don't dabble with the outdoor plants as much, but I think Home Depot is actually a much better place for your outdoor needs than your indoor plant needs. Moving over to container-wise, they do have a pretty okay selection of containers outside and some random ones in here, but you know, I kind of find that they're not the quality that we would like to see. So what I would recommend is actually just going on to westelm.com or into a store. They're pretty reasonably priced, and you know, you can find something that might fit your taste a little better. So, you know, in general, Home Depot can be good in a pinch, but if you are more serious, you might want to go to a real nursery. So that should do it for today. If you want to see any plant shop in specific, let me know in the comments. Drop some fertilizer on that like button and subscribe for more plant fun. Till next time, peace.